String concatenation means putting multiple strings together. It comes from the word concatenate, which simply means to link things together in an ordered series. As we've seen before, we actually can do this just with the plus operator. So here we're showing three different kinds of concatenation. We start off by declaring two strings, mystring1 and mystring2. And on line 3, we declare a new string, mystring3, and set it equal to the concatenation of mystring1 plus mystring2. This is what I call assignment concatenation. We concatenate two strings together, using that plus operator, and assign the result to another string, mystring3. And the result of this kind of concatenation is the contents of mystring1 and mystring2 put together into one long line, or one long string. We can also concatenate inline. You can pretend like mystring2 is actually up here. The line just got broken because the window is too narrow. Here, we're concatenating mystring1 and mystring2 together right inside of our print function. We're not assigning it to another variable, we're just putting them together directly. And the result of that is the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, all put together. You might actually notice, though, that that's the same thing that's going on with that first plus operator. That first plus operator is concatenating the string that says inline concatenation with the string for mystring1. The second plus operator actually concatenates that entire string with mystring2. And finally, we can use the exact same kind of self-assignment shortcut that we saw with integers for strings. Here, we're setting mystring1 equal to itself plus the contents of mystring2. So we're changing the value of mystring1. When we print it, our result is the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. That means that mystring1 didn't actually change value until the very end, which is because it was only on that last line that we put mystring1 on the left side of an assignment statement. Notice how this works if we throw in a new line character as well. On line 1, we declare the string mystring1, but we include that escape sequence that represents a new line character. Mystring2 remains the same. On line 3, we print mystring1, and on line 4, we print mystring2. Notice what happens though. Mystring1 prints first, and mystring2 prints second, but there's a space in between. Why is there a space in between? Well, the reason was that new line escape sequence at the end of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at the end of mystring1, actually put a line break right there, before that print statement was done running. Printing that escape sequence, or printing that new line character, was part of printing mystring1. Then print by default adds a line break at the end of whatever it prints, and so it added another one. So the reason there are two line breaks here is because one was inside the string, and one was automatically supplied by the print function. If we now concatenate mystring1 and mystring2, we'll notice the same thing. There's a new line character here. 67890 is on a different line because of that escape sequence representing a new line at the end of mystring1. Notice also that this is the correct way to represent a line that has gotten too long in Python. We can put a /, and Python will automatically take the contents of the next line and append it to the end of the current line when trying to run that code. So that's just a way of making our code more readable, or dealing with a narrow window like we have here.